about it. Let's talk about it.
All right, you guys.
Oh, we're live. Talking about it.
This is Sofa Survivors, not Tomatoes. Sofa Survivors.
So survivors.
And if you're not already listening to Sofa Tomatoes and you're just a Sofa Survivor fan,
that's wild.
that's crazy.
Thank you.
That's crazy to me, and I appreciate that. But if you're looking for some more juice, some more action from us two, peek on over to the Sofa Tomatoes. See what we got. You never know what you're missing.
Yeah. This.
But let's be real. You came here for Sofa Survivors.
That's damn right.
We're going to give you Sofa Survivors.
So let's get into it, shall we?
So what episode are we talking about here?
We're talking about episode 6 of the first season of Survivor.
And I got that it's called Udder Revenge.
Udder Revenge.
Oh, yeah. So do you want to read off who we got left, or do you not know off the top of your head?
So
let's see if you got it. So right now we have 11 left.
Okay.
11.
So
if you get one wrong, you're just going to get a heavy and then you just have to stop and you lose.
That's fine.
Story. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So Jenna, Colleen.
Yep.
Gretchen.
Mm-hmm.
Joel.
Yep.
Jarvis.
Yep.
Rich.
Yep.
Rudy.
Yep.
Sue.
Yep.
Greg.
Correct.
Nipple.
How many is that? 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm missing a girl. No, Joel. Did I say Joel?
You did say Joel.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I think you missed Richard or Rudy.
No, I said both of them.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna say them as I have them written down,
Okay.
and you tell me who you missed. Sean, Nipple.
Yeah.
Rudy.
Yeah.
Kelly. You said Kelly.
No, I missed Kelly.
That's what you missed. All right. Well, Kelly's still in the game. Mike, focus up.
I miss Kelly.
Sean, Rudy, Kelly, Richard, Susan, on Tagi. On Pagong, we have Jarvis, Colleen, Gretchen, Greg, Jenna, Joel. 5 on Tagi, 6 on Pagong.
Yep.
We've got the ones that have left have been Sonia, BB, Stacy, Ramona, and Dirk. They're all gone. Right now, we're on day 16 of Survivor, you guys. So buckle up. So, one thing that I think is necessary to happen, and that did happen, was Jeff's little voiceover to start the episode off.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense to the show. I think that.
Do you remember what he was talking about?
No.
You're such a bullshitter. Do you guys realize that?
But I did like it.
Yeah, you liked it. So the reason for this is he was preparing
for
the audience for the merge, because it's season 1, episode 1. Nobody knows what the heck a merge is. Nobody knows what's about to happen, but pretty much Survivor's about to get spicy is pretty much what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And Jeff wants to prepare everybody for the game's about to change, which is good because it has been bore snore up until this point.
God. Brutal.
And it brings us over to Tagi, and they are deciding to take like a little full relaxed day action. Everyone's talking merge. Kelly thinks that like Pagong, they're not taking the game seriously. They're not true gamers type of thing.
Which, I don't know if she's totally wrong.
She's not totally wrong.
Yeah. Like, Pagong comes to Tagi and gets taught real quick.
Well, hold on now. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
Just saying.
So right now, we're only on episode 6. Don't start talking 7, 8, 9, because we're not there yet.
Just saying.
And then Susan goes off.
She does.
Susan says some of the most ridiculous, just it's just stuff has popped in her head,
it's
and
hateful.
She's decided to just let it out. Did you note anything that she said specifically?
Greg is crazy, Jenna is a speedball, and Jarvis is a pervert.
Yeah, so the specific words that you got right that I wrote down, I put quotes. Jarvis is a pervert.
Yeah, I thought that was
crazy.
Was
the most ridiculous thing.
I thought that may be like a little racist quoted.
Yeah, like she's just like, Jarvis is a pervert. And I was like, oh my gosh.
But maybe he is, because he did say in later episodes some things that were not becoming of women.
We're gonna come around to it. Yeah, that was stupid of him. But she says that Greg is psychotic, specifically. He's psychotic. Wild. Which low key, I mean, we're gonna find out Greg's a little wild. And then Jenna is going to get out real quick. It's just what they said, kind of thing. So but yeah, Susan was just going off, which I thought was bananas.
She did
but
I like it. It's drama.
Hey, drama, stir the pot. We slide on over to Pagong. They're getting ready to make the kill. They're trying to kill that chicken.
They're gonna kill the chicken.
Mhm.
Yeah. Which, could you do that? Could you kill a chicken?
If it was like eat rat or kill a chicken, I think I'd kill a chicken.
You would do it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I wouldn't think too much of it. I would just, hit it with something.
Yeah.
Hit it with like a stick. It's hard to
make it as quick as possible.
Bam.
Because I think I'm not a vegan. There's nothing wrong with veganism, and I don't think there's anything wrong with being a carnivore in relative terms.
Dude, real quick, in one of the newer seasons of Survivor, odds are you're caught up if you're listening to this. There's like a vegan on the show, or a vegetarian, and he breaks his vegetarianness and like eats chicken or whatever,
right?
Like because he like won wings in like a reward or something. He was like, I'm gonna do it, and like
because he's dying.
Yeah, pretty intense, pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah. But I think that if you are a carnivore eater and you're too squeamish to kill a chicken to eat, then you actually shouldn't probably be eating meat.
If you've nibbled on rat at this point, I think you should be willing to kill a chicken.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think that's
because that's whatever.
It's pretty reasonable.
They want to eat the chickens before the merge, which I thought was probably a good idea.
Yeah, I would do that.
Definitely a good idea.
Like, they're your chickens. You won the chickens.
Oh yeah. And then they cook up some delicious looking chicken, veggies, and rice. They get some peppers that they cut up, and looks like a regular home cooked meal to me.
They had themselves a meal. It was nice.
I'm about that. We slip back over to the Tagi tribe, and Richard's naked.
Naked as fuck.
Richard is so naked
as fuck. He is just letting it all out there.
He's the only naked guy, too. The only naked person.
Because he's just so gay, and he just needs to be nude. And
your favorite guy, Sean, made a hilarious comment. He's just like, not hilarious and like, it's funny. Just like, what an idiot.
He made a gay comment.
Yeah, he goes, I just think he's really horny.
Yeah. Yeah. And he could be
true.
He could be.
Might be true.
No sex for 16 days.
Yeah.
There could be some pent up feelings.
Right.
And urges. But yeah, I did write here that Richard is naked as fuck and nipple does not approve.
Yeah, that's no doubt. Doesn't seem to bother Kelly or Rudy very much, actually. Rudy's just kind of like, he's naked, whatever.
Yeah, Rudy's like, look at that naked queer.
Yeah,
it's like that's really Rudy's mentality.
And I love seeing like Richard is very just like, who are we gonna vote off next? He's just playing the game.
Richard has been playing the game since day one, and that is something I respect.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. We slip back over to the Pagong tribe, and this is when we get into Jarvis that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Jarvis literally says, girls are the stupidest things on the planet next to cows.
Which I don't think Jarvis has met many cows, because cows are actually very intelligent animals.
Well,
I'm
confused what you're trying to say here, because so are women. So are you saying that they are?
No, I'm saying it's a dumb insult, because you're calling women stupid against an animal that's actually very smart.
What you did there, though. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just a ridiculous thing. I don't know how any person can say this.
Just men.
Just so stupid.
That's a men thing to say.
That was just the dumbest thing ever. I actually wrote next to that because I write my like in notes. I said, he is so gone.
Yeah.
Like, if at any point,
And he has kids. He's a father. So are you saying that your baby mama is as dumb as a cow?
see, we're gonna get to that a little bit later
Brutal.
when we talk about that. But I thought that it was just so funny how he just quickly started apologizing right after. He was so apologetic after the fact. He like realized it right away. It was ridiculous.
Well, everyone turned on him really quickly.
And
if nobody turned on him, I don't think he would have apologized.
And Jarvis is just so freaking lazy. I hate to say that, but like he literally is saying that he sits there, he's talking to the camera, he's like, I've had a free ride, haven't had to do much, and he's just down with that. So
this is like the point of the game and in the show where I am not a fan of Jarvis at all.
Very dislikable. I don't know if it's the cut that they're doing, but him saying that, him being that way, it's just at this point I'm like, Jarvis is. How do you not vote this guy off?
Yeah, I don't know.
But we'll see what happens here. Then the reward challenge for food comes, and then they get a can and open it up, and it's like dog food.
Yep, nasty. And they eat it, but I guess if you're starving, like you would, I would too.
Guess, and like
at least they cooked it.
Well, yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, at least they cooked it.
That was interesting. They cooked the food. And then Jenna gets in there and she tastes the food, no problem. So some people are just like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. I mean, you'll eat a rat, but you won't eat canned dog food. Actually, the rat's probably healthier.
Yeah, I would say so. So this here reward challenge that they have, one member has to go in with a flashlight to find items, and like the goal is to not bring back duplicate items.
Yeah.
The reward is a bunch of canned foods and some other stuff. They had to get like an army helmet, a pocket knife, and a can opener.
Correct.
Is all they had to get out of there.
Yep.
And Pagong wins because Tagi accidentally grabbed the extra knife.
Yep, Rich grabs the dupe knife, and therefore Pagong wins.
Mm-hmm.
They got some fun stuff, and I'm finding like a pattern where Pagong wins the rewards and Tagi wins the challenge, like the eliminations. That seems to be a trend. Whenever Pagong wins a reward, Tagi wins the elimination. That's happened, I think, the entire series. And also, like, it's always flipped. Like, episode 1, Tagi won the elimination. Episode 2, Pagong won the elimination.
Well, spoilers, Pagong wins both on this one. Or wait.
No, not on 6.
Oh, no, they don't. They lose. Okay. All right. Well, that's just how she goes. That's the thing about these challenges. They're going to be 50 here, 50 there. Right?
I'm just saying, like, there really wasn't a moment where, like, one tribe became very dominant over the other.
Yeah, I would say, I would agree. And I would say that the problem A is the challenges suck.
That's also
problem
true.
A is the challenges suck. So there's really no way to actually have an actual advantage.
Yeah.
In a lot of these challenges, it seems. So, I don't know. Whatever. So anyway, Jarvis, we get back to the Pagong tribe. Jarvis is starting to play the game a little bit. Gretchen is being singled out for not having a like stick together mentality.
Yep.
And Joel is getting ahead of himself. He's mansplaining so much. And Joel seems like he's just randomly gotten himself in the hot seat and by lumping himself together with Jarvis at this point, which I was not surprised to see.
It turned into dude shit, and both of them are running their mouths, and the women were the majority of the tribe. So all it took was the three of them to form a little alliance against either Jarvis or Joel, and the result is natural. They fucked around and they found out.
Facts. Then we get back to the Tagi tribe, and randomly, like American soldiers bring instructions for the challenge that's coming up.
To me, it was giving very, I don't know, like American television, we love the military, go military, military's awesome. Look at this show embracing the
It was
military.
wild.
I
We don't need to dive too deep into it, but it was wild.
yeah, and
Really
like
weird thing to do.
and odd that happened like right before 9/11. Like this is in 2002, but I digress. I was like, this is very pro military, and that's weird.
For sure. It seems to be a big obstacle course is kind of what people are gathering based on what the soldiers bring. And then a lizard eats a chicken? Did you catch that?
No, I did not catch that.
Does that happen after the immunity challenge or before? You didn't even see that happen?
It happened before.
Before, okay.
Yeah, it didn't happen after.
Okay. So a huge lizard literally opens the chicken basket, eats the chicken. And then weirdly, I thought it was strange that Gretchen noted that, I think this all happened after the immunity challenge.
You think?
I do, because Gretchen says that she could do without tribal council. So I think the immunity challenge happens and then that happens. Yeah. So let's go up to the immunity challenge. You got to climb up a wall. Then you got to swing from a rope. Then you got to army crawl under a bunch of ropes. And then you're given 4 boards to move all the players across without touching the sand to the finish. Then they have to hurdle over different fences, then bring a huge stick with a flag at the top, and then they have to plant it.
And then run through the finish line.
Yeah, I mean, plant it, and then that is the...
Yeah, and then they have to turn around and run through the finish line.
Right.
I thought the board part was the most interesting thing.
So
and it wasn't even that exciting.
I will say that this is probably one of the more Survivor-esque challenges we've had so far. This is kind of the type of thing that they do in the future that's actually relatable to Survivor. So I'd like to see that. That was cool. And yeah, Tagi wins.
Yep.
And I just made a little note here that going into the merge, we're tied 5-5.
5-5.
5-5, which I'm excited about. I think that's a little good little median there. So then the huge lizard eats the chicken when they get back from the immunity challenge. And that's when Gretchen says that she could do without tribal council, which I was like, of course you could do without tribal council, but you're there.
Right, because you don't want to get voted off.
You're literally there. Of course you could do without tribal council. And then I just note that Joel and Jarvis for sure are on the hot seat. Seems like another rainy tribal's about to come, and it just seems awful for these survivors with the weather that they've been having. It just
lots of rain, but like that's the climate. Like they were filming in, well, I mean the show was released in June, so I don't know when they were filming, but it's probably during like monsoon season, maybe.
Must have been. I don't know. Either way, it's kind of crazy. So, we get to tribal. And Jeff brings up what Jarvis said about women and everything.
This is when I think Jeff is understanding that we can get a little nasty.
Yeah, I agree.
We can get a little TV drama. Let's get nasty.
For sure.
And I want that. I want more of it.
Yeah, Jeff literally put him on blast. That's what I wrote down.
He did. But Jeff also like maybe has a thing out for Jarvis, because didn't he like put him on blast like episodes
He's
prior?
been doing it. He's been just putting him on blast, putting him on blast, putting him on blast.
And maybe Jarvis has done things like off camera.
Maybe he's a pervert.
Maybe Susan's not lying.
Maybe he's not a pervert.
Maybe he's like made some comments to production or done some weird things that we're just not like privy to, but Jeff is. And maybe Jeff is like, I gotta put this guy in his place or something. I don't know.
Maybe not though. We're just speculating.
Yeah,
here.
this is all just an idea.
And then Jarvis instantly starts shifting everything onto Joel.
Yep.
Right away. He's
Love
just
it.
like, not me, Joel. It ain't me. It's the other guy.
Yep.
And Jarvis is just trying to stay positive. And then it's just kind of quick. It's time to vote. There's like an awkward silence that happens too when they go to vote. And it ends up just being between two people, Joel and Jenna.
Yeah. Which I was a little bit shocked that Joel was being voted, but then at the same time I wasn't because of all the mansplaining.
I would have
shit
gone
like
to
that.
Jarvis
immediately.
Me
too. I
if
would
you're
have voted Jarvis
talking like
immediately.
that. But I wasn't upset to see Joel go home. I really
Me
wasn't.
either.
Didn't think he had it in him anyway. So Joel got 4 votes. Jenna got 2. I just wrote, "Bye, Joel. The tribe has spoken."
Yeah. So I wrote Joel voted out, and then in my prediction, I think Jenna was going to be the next one in episode 7.
I didn't predict the next episode. I predicted after I did
Okay.
the next episode.
Yeah, I thought
So
Jenna was going to be next.
You think Jenna's
like
next?
once the merger happens, they're going to get annoyed with Jenna and she's out.
Okay.
Because it is going to turn into, like they said it like in this episode, like I think it was Joel was really saying that like Pagong, we really got to stick together when the merger happens, and Gretchen was like, I don't really give a fuck.
For real.
And then Tagi is very much set in their alliance anyway,
Yeah.
with Rich, Sue, and Kelly.
And Rudy. Rudy's in there. He's the 4th.
Yeah.
He's for sure the 4th.
Yeah, Rudy's in there a little bit, but I think those 3 are like they're
the core 3.
They're the powerhouse of that
Mhm.
alliance. And then so they'll stay. And so my idea of what it's going to turn into at this point in the show, it was going to be those 4 versus all of Pagong and Sean.
Right.
That's really how I saw it.
All in all, though, I thought it was a pretty okay episode. I thought that the first challenge with the flashlights was wild, that they provided flashlights. I thought it was wild that they were like, imagine you're in like a Pearl Harbor scenario,
like an abandoned military bunker.
Really weird
It was
scenarios that they're trying to get you to imagine.
It was very pro military, and I didn't appreciate that.
Weird. Not a fan. But other than that, pretty solid episode. And the last episode before the big old merge.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. So if you're looking to take a little break, little pause, you're looking to get back later for the next episode, now would be a good time to pause. But we're gonna dive into season 1, episode 7 in 5 seconds or so. So tune in for that. Get yourselves ready to roll.
Get a drink, get a soda. Okay, nice. You and your little handwritten notes.
Yeah, I'm a pro.
Crazy.
Yeah, I write
Crazy,
notes.
crazy.
What are you gonna do about it? It makes it tricky too, because my notes are tough to read.
I mean, your handwriting has always been your greatest strength.
Well, I'm also trying to write fast. I'm also trying to just like write quick notes at the same time. So whatever. You're right. I don't care. It's me. Here we are. We're back. Season 1, episode 7.
Episode 7.
It's called The Merger.
The Merger.
You'll never know why. So who do we got? We got Sean. We got Rudy. We got Kelly. We got Richard. We got Susan. We got Jarvis, Colleen, Gretchen, Greg, and Jenna. People that have gone, they're out of here. I'm going to go in reverse order than I usually go in this time. Switch things up for you listeners out there. Joel's gone. Dirk's gone. Ramona, Stacy, BB, and Sonia. Kaputsk, they're out. They're gone. There's only 10 left in this game of Survivor.
Thank God.
Thank you. Jeff comes in to start this episode off. He just explains the merge and kind of goes, what will they call the new tribe? Which beach will it be put on? And then this is something that doesn't happen on most other seasons. They grab 2 ambassadors, one from each.
I thought the ambassadors thing was weird.
To have a dinner to decide which beach, to decide what it's called. It was just really weird.
Yeah, I didn't understand the whole ambassadors thing. I thought that was an excuse to give 2 people a nice meal.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is it was weird. Not a fan of it. Definitely something that should not be a long-term Survivor type thing, but I digress. we kind of go over to Jenna being shown the Tagi tribe and what's going down over on that beach. And I love seeing Rowdy Rudy's diner.
I thought that was very cute.
Cute, fun.
Yeah, that was very cute.
And honestly, it seems like Tagi's kind of living it up. Seems like
they have their shit together.
They got the best vibes. That's for
they
sure.
really have everything organized well, everything laid out really well.
Yep.
Where Pagong was just shooting by the hip.
Tagi's got benches with an umbrella. Jenna's blown away.
Right, they got like a living room
She
kind of
eats some
vibe.
stingray. She loves it. And then it kind of turns over to the big alliance. It really is starting to form here. We're really starting to get some action on it. This is what Survivor's all about, you guys. It's about alliances. It's about stabbing in the back. It's about ganging up on people. I'm not being ready for it.
Right, that's what I want. I want that whole like at two brute. Like literally. I want that moment.
So Susie, Rudy, Kelly, and Richard have a big alliance meeting talking about everyone and kind of their thoughts.
So I did. I mean,
what do you got?
I think we're at the same part where it's like, so Jenna's there. She's hanging out in Rudy's diner, and
yes, correct.
It's kind of like Jenna's hanging out being social, and then there's like some other people sitting on the side. So I wrote it was like the homophobe circle versus everyone that's vibing in Rudy's diner.
Right. So true. So true. Crazy. They set up Jenna and Sean with this insane dinner that we were talking about already with lobster, where they have to come to terms for the new tribe, which is kind of crazy. Like they even have beds for both of them. They have 4 bottles of wine between 2 people.
Getting drunk.
They've literally been on an island without alcohol
or really that much food,
and they go, here's 4 bottles of wine. Okay, like
vino, baby.
They can for sure.
I think they wanted them to fuck.
That's crazy.
I think they were trying to get some sexual energy on the show.
It's crazy,
and it didn't work.
It for sure. I mean, Sean is just so much.
God, nipple is the worst.
Everyone back at the beaches are just kind of like, what's taking so long? What's taking? And it literally, they're like, they've been gone almost 24 hours.
Yeah.
I was like, what the what? So
they were doing like smoke signals or fire signals. Like they were
they're like, we're going to let them know we're okay by making a big fire.
Yeah.
Weird. Weird. I'm sure that they know you're okay. There's cameras on everybody. If something goes down, believe me, you'll find out.
Like, cool, bro. Like, why don't you just go to bed?
Unbelievable.
Go to bed.
So everybody returns. Pagong is leaving their beach as they should.
Yep.
They get 5 minutes and can bring 3 items. The tribe name. What do you think about this tribe name? Did you write it down?
The Rattana?
It's like the Rattana.
Rattana?
Rattana. You like it?
I mean, no. But I think it's because of rats. Like, and they're just eating rats. Rattana,
yeah.
Rattana,
something like that.
I don't know. Rattana.
Yeah. So Sean said that they landed on Rattan. And then Sean was like, and then I added an A to the end. So it's Rattana, which I thought was interesting. But
okay, sure.
I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't think it's that good. I think they could have done better. I think they probably didn't really try and just,
they're just like, whatever, here's a name.
Here's a name. Take it or leave it. But you don't have a choice because we're the ambassadors.
Right.
Greg points out that he is annoyed by Susan's accent. Did you catch that?
Yes, and I instantly hated him for
that. I was like, Greg, why are you just being a dick? Like, maybe you are psychotic.
He is being a pretentious.
I don't think he gets that bad in this episode, but in the next episode, he gets really bad.
Yeah, and then like to me, it's giving like Ivy League pretentious. Doesn't like the Midwestern sweetheart that is Susan, and I love her accent.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm heavily biased to it because I'm from the region, but I just love it.
Mm-hmm.
Where she's like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, I think she's great. I think she's excellent. I'm a fan. Right after that, everybody is just kind of like they're on their toes. They're being a little extra polite. They're kind of beating around bushes. And Greg sees that Rich is playing the game. He notices that that Rich is somewhat of a thinker and he's getting shit done, which is a fact. It's just so true.
Yeah, I mean, like after the merger, nobody can hunt for food or whatever. Only Rich at that time was really getting protein, like fish and stuff for the tribe.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he's definitely an asset, and I think Greg is smart enough to recognize that. And they did get maybe a little bit close to Greg. Like I guess in the next episode, Greg schemes more.
Either in the next episode or on later in this episode. We'll
no, I
figure that out.
think it's in the next episode. But it was a very interesting dynamic that forms between the two of them.
So it kind of becomes well known that the guys are just bumming around camp, although the women are getting it done.
Classic.
They're working their tails off. And I mean, Rich is out there getting fish, but then like he does that and he's like, that's my job. I'm not going to do it. Damn, another thing.
Yeah, no, it's the gays and the girls get it done.
That's a fact. Rudy is just kicking people at night. Just in the head.
Brutal.
He is straight up just kicking people in the head. And you know what? I'll be the first to say it. Rudy, not a pervert.
Yeah, Rudy's not
a pervert.
No, he's not a pervert.
Plain and simple.
But it's a little rude.
Yeah, he's gonna kick some heads.
To kick Gretchen in the head.
Doesn't give a shit.
And then when Gretchen called him out, he's like, "You're in my space."
And Colleen, he's kicking everybody,
which is kind of crazy.
There's no room to sleep though, so what are you gonna do? And it was raining at night, so naturally they're gonna kind of huddle to the dry area.
Right.
Huddle to the dry area. You're getting a kick from Rudy. Fact. Then we get the immunity idol swapped for an immunity talisman.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that?
Stupid name.
You didn't like that?
No, I thought it was stupid.
Okay. Didn't love it either, but I liked the talisman.
It's a necklace.
Well, we have a dumb hold your breath challenge.
Like literally the most unimaginative, uneventful challenge you could possibly think of that you probably did with your friends when you were 8 years old at the community pool. Like it's not exciting television at all.
But the instrumental music that they throw on, I'm a fan when it's happening. That's the only good part about it. They make it semi-enjoyable with the instrumental music. I'm not
going to lie. I fast forward.
You just got to be listening. Well, that's on you.
I wanted to.
I was probably scribbling that whole time. Top 3 get to go to the final round. Like I wrote it down right here. Very 90s funky underground instrumental going on. Guys, it's a good tune. I wish that I was tech savvy enough to grab that tune and just like say, all right, guys, now listen for that tune. And I just like throw it in the podcast for you guys to listen to. That's good.
You can figure that out.
That would be good podcasting.
I feel like it's not that hard.
Yeah, well, it's not happening. Maybe next year. Which is good. Jarvis destroyed everybody.
He did.
In the holding the breath.
I just think he probably has the largest lungs out of everybody.
Yeah, he held his breath for almost 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's really impressive, 53. Actually.
It was kind of crazy. He won, Greg won, and Sean won the nip. And that's when I made a mental note. I said, is Richard on the hot seat? Because he didn't even make it to this. Like, I don't know. I just, something I considered.
Yeah.
Because Greg was...
He was coming up.
Shooting some shots.
Yeah, he was coming up. Greg was challenging Rich's authority, so to speak.
Correct. So then they go to the final round. You got to swim out to a buoy. Then you got to release all the buoys to win.
Yeah, they're like on this underwater ladder situation.
Kind of lame. Greg wins the first ever.
Jarvis didn't even like try.
No, he can't swim, remember?
You don't have to swim. You just literally crawl along the ladder part.
I don't know. Whatever. Greg wins the first ever individual immunity. First ever individual immunity history has been made by Greg, and he only becomes a more dislikable character from here on out. I wrote down Jarvis wasn't even close. Like you said, he didn't even
Not even
try.
close. Didn't even try. Didn't even go underwater.
He was the clear winner of the breath. Like, it's almost like, why did you even do the breath holding thing? Like, why did you try so hard at that if you're not going to try hard at the next thing?
I don't know. I don't. This is why I don't like Jarvis. Like, I don't like.
I just don't get it. I don't get that.
Yeah.
Don't get that. Then we get to tribal. I put just a note that Greg is safe. We all know this, but he's safe. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah. He has the talisman of bullshit.
Gretchen makes an early note that she tells everybody, she's like, I don't think everybody's really playing the game that hard. And I feel bad for Gretchen because Homegirl.
Why would you say that?
Homegirl was straight up. She got unlucky and she's on the wrong tribe. If she started on Tagi, she would be in on that alliance.
Totally.
No doubt.
Totally.
And she would be steering the ship. So, anyhow.
Yeah, she did kind of get the short stick on that one. But also, like, if I was in Gretchen's situation, I wouldn't say that. Because then, like, that instantly put a target on your back and be like, oh, bitch, you think we're not playing the game because you want to play the game? Like, immediately target on your back. Why would you do that?
So true. Then the rain continues to come down. The bad weather continues, which I love to see because that just adds a little bit extra drama.
Yeah, this makes me think they're definitely filming in monsoon season because it's like at night most of the time. It's like predictable rain patterns at night.
Yeah.
At least that's what it's alluding to on camera.
Then randomly Sean decides to remind everybody that he was picked as an ambassador. Did you hear that? He was just like, just so everybody knows, I was the ambassador.
Right.
By the way.
Right. I am the ambassador of Rattana.
Yeah, like, dude, nobody gives a shit.
Nipple, get off of my screen. I'm so tired of Nipple.
And how crazy was it? It was so stupid of Jenna and Sean to come back and be like, oh, it was so awesome. We had lobster. They should have shut their mouths and not told a soul.
Literally. Like, if I was them, I would have been like, yeah, dude, we had to fight a velociraptor for a chicken leg.
Crazy.
Like, I would have done that. Or, like, there was giant rats everywhere. That's why we're the Rattana, whatever.
Right.
But no, they were like, oh, it was luxury. We had 4 bottles of wine and we drank and we slept in beds made of Egyptian cotton. It was so fucking stupid. I hated him.
Oh, yeah. And then we're going to talk about something that I feel like doesn't happen ever again in Survivor, to my knowledge. But maybe it does in the next couple episodes, or seasons, I mean. Sean reveals that he's only voting alphabetically.
Yeah.
He is not voting because of how you're doing. He is not voting with anybody. He is simply going, oh, Colleen, that's C. Nobody has A, nobody has B. C, I'm voting for Colleen today.
Another reason why Nipple should be off my screen.
I am so sorry. What?
This is a doctor. This is a doctor.
Ridiculous.
This is somebody with a alleged intellectual capacity to become a doctor, and you're playing the game of Survivor like you're singing the ABCs.
Crazy. I was... wow.
Get this man off my screen.
Not a fan. So they end up voting, and it was an excellent... At first, I was like, oh my God, everybody's going to get a vote.
Yeah.
I was like, everybody's going to get a vote. Jenna got a vote. Then Rich got a vote. Then Gretchen got a vote. Then Rudy got a vote. Then Sue got a vote. Then Colleen got a vote. Then Jarvis got a vote.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I was like,
everybody voted for
this
everybody.
Is amazing. This is amazing. And then everybody else piled on my girl Gretchen. Yeah. My winner. She got 4 votes. She's gone. The alliance struck.
Yep.
And
because they saw her as a threat because she spoke up and said, why is nobody playing the game? They're like, oh, bitch, you're going to find out who's playing the game.
Yeah. So,
but she really could have gone the distance, in my opinion, if she just, was on a different tribe.
No doubt. So then I did write who I think is going to be the episode 8 vote out, and
Yeah.
I put who I think the episode 9 vote out is going to be, and then I chose my winner because Gretchen is gone.
Yeah.
My new winner.
Okay, so who did you have to vote out episode 8?
Episode 8, I said Greg is next to go.
Really?
Yes.
Bold. Good. Okay.
I felt like
I said Jenna.
you said Jenna.
Yeah, I
The
thought
only
Jenna
reason
was
that
going
I
to be
thought
next.
Greg was just because how he was robbing Rich.
Right,
And Rich
'cause-
has so much say.
It kind of follows this like the strong alliance is Rudy, Rich, Susan, Kelly, and they're obviously their strategy is to take out the biggest threat. So Gretchen represented a threat, she's out. So Greg obviously being the next like logical threat, you know, that's where their eyes are going to go.
Yeah.
I just thought that like maybe more people would just be like, Jenna, I'm sick of your tears. Go home. Go to your kids.
Yeah.
So I thought she was going to be next. I thought she would just like annoy people.
Yeah. Well, and then my episode 9 guess, I went with Jarvis.
Okay.
Was my guess. I thought that group was gonna keep the women around. Is kind of what I thought. The other women.
My episode 9 guess was Jarvis as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you go saying that stuff about women and staying around
And also
for-
not do anything.
Yeah, I just don't totally understand that.
So yeah, I
And-
thought he was next.
My new winner is Nipple.
Really?
Don't tell me why, but something tells me that there is a small chance that this man
If Nipple wins,
can
I'm
just
losing
skate
it.
past a couple rounds and then just decide to start winning, and like somehow finagle. And you know what? And maybe it's I'm going out on a limb like that because who I thought was kind of a sure thing to make it late, Gretchen, is gone, and I just like I don't want to guess Richard because I think that he could win. I think that he is setting himself up for a good enough game.
But you're going Nipple.
I'm going Nipple.
Okay.
Prove me wrong.
All right. Interesting. I would not have gone there. I'm sticking with my girl Sue.
Yeah, she's playing an excellent game.
I think she's gonna make it to the end. I think it's really gonna come down to like a Sue Rich
Depends.
challenge, like Survivor at the end.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, thank you for tuning in, you guys, to Sofa Survivors. This was season 1, episode 8 and 9. I'm
No.
Tom Sofa.
Wait. Yes. No. Yes. Wait. What are we doing? What episode are we
I
on?
tricked you. It's season 6 and episode 6 and 7. Season 1, episode 6 and 7.
Yeah.
We're gonna do 8 and 9 eventually.
Did we do episode 7? No, we did the merger.
The merger is 7. That's the most recent one.
Yeah. So we just did 7.
Yeah, that one was 6 and 7.
The one that we're currently recording
Right
is
now.
6 and 7.
Yeah, we just did it.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
It's forever over. You got that?
Yeah, I'm caught up.
All right.
I was just a little confused.
Thanks for tuning in, you guys. We're not gonna cut anything out because that's not how we roll. So
No, we're very live. We're just live.
Yeah.
Letting it happen.
enjoy the fuck up. Bye, guys.
Au revoir.